So having sheep can be pretty stressful. It's like they go out of their way to unalive themselves sometimes. And we've just added another 30 to our flock. What were we thinking? Hi, I'm Dee from Little Rebel Homestead. Let's get into the story of how we rescued 30 more sheep. So we've been on our new property for nearly a year. And a couple of months into first buying it, we realised pretty quickly that we'd need some sheep to help us manage the land. We'd never had sheep before. We didn't know what we were getting ourselves into. We managed to get 4 sheep, hair sheep, and they were beautiful pets, basically. They'd come when they were called. And it's been pretty smooth going. But then summer came with all the rain and we were out of control. Our property was like a jungle, and we came up with the bright idea, hey, let's get more sheep. So we went and looked at this flock of sheep that this guy had for sale, and we just wanted to get 4. That's it. We just wanted 4 more sheep. He had 30 there. And when we got there, they were in pretty horrible condition. They were living in a mud pit, and there was lambs. They had nowhere really to lay but in the mud. I don't know if that was their permanent situation, but it was pretty horrible. So we felt really sorry for them. And then he proceeded to tell us that he had brain cancer. He couldn't look after them. They'd just had a big dog attack, so they had lost a bunch of lambs and they were going on holiday and they didn't think that the sheep were going to survive. And he basically said we could have all of them for the price of the 4 or whatever. It wasn't much more anyway. And we looked at them and went, wow, let's just take them home. We'll get them healthy and then probably sell some and keep the ones we want. That was our plan. So we got them back here and realized very quickly that they were all limping. Obviously, we had a heap with foot rot. And sadly, within a day, we lost one of the lambs. So I'm not really sure what happened to that little guy. But when we first sort of got them off our horse floats, this is what we picked them up in, he was just really lethargic and bony. Like you could see all the bones in his ribs and everything sticking out. So I can't really say what happened to him, but he passed straight away. A few days later, another lamb passed, and I think that might have been from bloat, probably coming onto a pasture where, he'd only ever been in mud before. So I don't know what he was eating, probably hay and maybe some nuts or something. It was pretty sad, but I don't know, that happened within a few days of getting them. So I guess I moved past it pretty quickly. And recently, we've had to do a big bout of antibiotics to treat them for foot rot. It's been a bit of an ordeal. These sheep are kind of wild and skitterish. No one's ever given them any kind of attention. They came to us with horrible moldy wool. No one had ever shorn them.
Snip, snip, the clippers hum. Round and round, the dance is done. Wool flies high and fills the air. Wrangling sheep with a shearer's flair.
Their hooves were really neglected. So it's been really difficult to treat them for foot rot and to do anything to them actually to try and get them to be healthy, because it's taken a couple of months now for them to even trust us. We had to build a bunch of infrastructure. We do everything ourselves here, and it's always just free or cheap stuff off Marketplace. So yeah, I guess we've built it with junk. But we've managed to make a pen area with a shed and a little tunnel to feed them through with a little lock cage area so we can treat each animal individually.
Trash in the treasure, that's how it's done. With a little bit of elbow grease and a heap of fun. Where others see garbage, I see the sun. Building fences from scraps till the sheep can't run.
It's not ideal simply because it took us time to be able to get them down with trust, with feeding them the grain nuts, you know. But they love them, they're a treat, so food is always a way to get animals to trust you and love you. So we managed to gain a bit of trust, and we've been able to inject a heap of them with antibiotics and spray their feet with the antibiotic spray stuff that the vet gave us. But we've been hit with tons of rain, so I'm not sure how they're gonna go, because moisture and mud is what kind of makes these situations happen. It's been pretty stressful actually trying to get them to come good. But now that they're looking a lot healthier, we'll probably look at tagging some and selling them, just simply because by the time we get to winter here, we're not gonna have any pasture and we'll be feeding them hay from the store. So we need to at least halve the flock, if not more. I've chosen the ones I want to keep. We're keeping 3 mums and 3 baby girls. We're going to keep a little Weather. He's super cute, so he's one of the more friendly. And we're going to keep one of the ewes that my husband likes a lot, because she's come up to him and eaten out of his hand and shown that she's going to be easy to train and, you know, just a lovely personality to have around. So, yeah, I wish in a way we had have known more about sheep and what's involved in having them. I guess we were pretty naive. At the beginning, we did think it was just a, like, we'll just get sheep, you know, put them up in the paddock kind of thing. But yeah, it is a lot more complicated than that. And you do need infrastructure and you do need a way to handle them. Honestly, we're going to improve our handling situation. I wouldn't mind one of those turntable flip table things so that I can actually do stuff myself without relying on other people. We did have a big Weather we had to treat, and he's a beautiful sheep, honestly. He was in a pretty bad way, but he would not come down and he would not let us get anywhere near him. So we put a call out through our local community on one of the community pages asking for help. And a lovely couple came over with a couple of their working dogs and rounded up these sheep in like 2 seconds for us. And it made it so much easier to treat them and look after them. So I'll be forever grateful. They didn't ask anything in return either. It was really amazing. Beautiful people. Today's episode is brought to you by me and my little store at littlerebelhomestead.com. So I've definitely learned a lot and I have no regrets. I think these sheep needed us. We were the right people at the right time to do something about it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like it and subscribe. See ya.